Heinz Field. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play fake to counter. Now Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
41-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. From the gun, a give to Conner. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A 53-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Mixon on 1st down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his man. This is Tate. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They begin with a quick throw out left, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger, screen pass to Connor, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. 9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
8-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
By the Bengals.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And right away, he'll look to throw. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete to
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
no score.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on third down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Crowd keeps moving.
And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 45 yards. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on a 6-point ball game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on his team. When you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. We'll see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 55. Come on. Check 55. Take 2 of them. Check 16.
Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Lawson on the tackle.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for him with Connor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Bengals first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow now off the bootleg. He completes it to Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
And 6.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
At the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They go play action with Roethlisberger rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flush to his right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the
2nd and 8 coming up.
And 8.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. For CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Now Ross to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one.
Boswell to kick.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the 2nd half. And now here's Ross. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow looking to pass. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Plate. We'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Switzer. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll get this one up. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 9. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
To James Conner.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Right there, in the middle, 55. Easy.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the 3rd quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The tackle.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Snell, the ball carrier.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he connects with Ebron. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
That's the score. Steelers 23, Bengals 7. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now Ross to return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39.
Steelers 23, Bengals 7.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A draw play for Mixon, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Steven Nelson. 30, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Steelers. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On third down, Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Switzer on the return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it 8.
Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Snell again. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they take a knee.
Roethlisberger on the keeper. A loss of a yard brings up 4th and goal.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Steelers, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, you ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay. I got homies that can sleep with them.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week. Ready? Yellow lady?
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way.
Ready? Yellow lady?
Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the take. One for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'm right to the bed.
Ready? Yellow lady? Come on, touch! Set! 5'8". Ready? 5'9".
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Flag on the play.